we would not be here if it weren't for Spokane. So we are thankful every day.
Local distillery Dry Fly is planning to open a new location in downtown Spokane this spring. There's still a lot of work to do beforehand, but things are starting to take shape.
And tonight, supporters are making one last push for those school levies to be voted on in the upcoming special election February 9th.
Clear skies right now, but look for increasing clouds in the overnight hours. I'll tell you what to expect for the rest of the week and the weekend next.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
Welcome everyone. I'm Whitney Ward. We are now less than a week away from the special election, which will include levies for more than a dozen local school districts.
KREM 2 political reporter Casey Decker spoke to local parents who are making one last push for Spokane's levy to pass.
The proposed Spokane Public Schools levy would increase existing property taxes in order to pay for everything from school nurses to AP classes. And while district leaders can explain why they're asking for more money, they aren't legally allowed to directly advocate for people to vote for it. That's where Citizens for Spokane Schools comes in.
It's mainly kind of grassroots, just contacting friends and family and that kind of thing.
You may have seen the yard signs that are up right now, Yes for Kids. So our group provides those and places those. We have a group of folks who work with social media. We purchase ads in the newspaper and just mailers, flyers, brochures.
They have a unique challenge this year. An organized opposition campaign to the levy has formed out of the movement to more rapidly reopen schools. Opponents say the district is asking for more money at the wrong time, but these supporters say now the funds are more needed than ever.
I think it's vital when school starts up that kids are able to return to a sense of normal, to have those after school events, to music and drama and sports and all the things that this levy funds.
I think that people have come to expect that as just a basic part of education because our community has done such a great job of funding levies for so many years that people don't really realize that that's a special thing. That's not just that's not just the basics.
I understand everyone's frustration and anxiety around this global pandemic. But at the same time, I really don't want to punish our students for that.
These kinds of activists may soon become more important to the passage of levies if a Senate bill proposed in Olympia were to pass. The bill would further restrict how district officials can talk about the levy. Specifically, it would prohibit them from saying phrases like replacement levy or this is not a new tax if the levy amounts to a tax increase, the way Spokane's does. Such language has often been criticized by levy opponents who feel it's misleading. The bill has had its first hearing on Monday, but it's not yet come to any vote. Casey Decker, KREM 2 News.
Well, the details of the proposed levy are actually really complicated, but we broke them down for you in a previous story, actually a number of different stories, and they include exactly what it would fund if the levy is passed and what it may cost you. So for a link to that story, all you have to do is text the word levy to 509-448-2000.
Voters in 27 of Washington's 39 counties will weigh in on levies in the 2021 February special election. This includes several counties right here in eastern Washington. You can watch our election night coverage right here on KREM 2 News Tuesday, February 9th. Local levies make up for a gap in state funding to pay for some staff as well as extra programming like sports, arts, and AP classes. Levies do not fund new building projects. That's what school bonds are for. There are various levies for Spokane County on the ballot depending on where you live. And if you'd like more information on the special elections, just text the word election to 509-448-2000. Again, you can watch our election night coverage right here on KREM 2 News on Tuesday, February 9th.
And just a reminder, coronavirus appointments are still available at the Spokane Arena, but they are booked through this Sunday, February 7th. So the mass vaccine site down at the arena booked about 2,500 appointments after Chaz reopened its scheduling tool on Monday. At that point, thousands of people logged on to the Chaz Health website and appointments filled up in less than an hour. A spokesperson for Chaz says they will know, though, in the next few days when appointments will be able to open up for the following week.
And if you don't have access to the internet or if you're having trouble with other online tools, you'll want to write this number down. This is the phone number, the new number from Chaz that can now be used to schedule your appointment. That number, 509-444-8200. As more appointments open up, you'll be able to call this number as another option to just trying to book appointments online through the Chaz website.
Well, the area is expecting some mountain snow tomorrow and Friday. Tom Sherry is here now to let us know what we can expect for weather tonight as we head into tomorrow. Tom?
Well, we've got some beautiful clear skies in Spokane right now, but we're expecting increasing clouds as the evening goes on. Look at the travel conditions across Snoqualmie Pass right now. You can see the roadway there. Now it's just bare and wet. Across Lookout Pass, you can see that the roadway there looks like it is bare and dry. They did get new snow, though, today, and we're still seeing a little bit of snow in southwestern Montana. When you take a look at our current temperature, we're at 36 degrees. We're already seeing some of those clouds now beginning to move in. Wind is out of the west-southwest at 6 miles per hour. Your day planner forecast calling for increasing clouds this evening, below freezing overnight, down to about 29 degrees. And we'll look for cloudy skies tomorrow in Washington, but over in northern Idaho, especially along the Idaho and Montana border, which includes the Silver Valley. I think Thursday into Friday, we could get snow over there, but we're not anticipating snow here in the Spokane area. We'll look for a daytime high tomorrow of 40 degrees. I'll check the rest of your 7-day outlook coming up in a few minutes.
Looking forward to that, Tom. Thank you very much. Tonight, our Verified team spoke with the experts and asked if one should get the vaccine if they're sick with COVID-19 or another illness. So here's our Evan Kosloff.
For over a year now, the Verify team has been debunking medical misinformation spreading online.
Hi, I'm Lori Kaplinger from Jessup, Maryland.
And the questions come from you, our viewers.
Normally, if you're sick and want to get the flu vaccine, you aren't allowed to. You have to wait till you feel better. Is that the same with the coronavirus and the COVID-19 vaccine?
So let's verify that question for Lori. Our sources are the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, Dr. Linda Nabha, an infectious disease specialist, and Dr. Robert Amler, who's not only the Dean of the School of Health Sciences and Practice at New York Medical College, but also a former chief medical officer at the CDC. So first off, what should you do if you're sick with COVID-19? According to the CDC, if you're currently sick with coronavirus, you should hold off on the vaccine until you get better.
In most cases, you should wait at least until you're better and not sick, a minimum of 10 days because of isolation. If you've been treated, say with monoclonal antibodies or other medications, you probably should wait longer.
So we can verify that yes, you should wait to get the vaccine if you're still sick with COVID-19. Okay, what if you don't have COVID-19, but you've got the cold or the flu, or you're just not feeling well?
So you've got a runny nose or a very mild cold, I think it should be fine for you to go ahead and get that COVID vaccine. But if you're more sick, so we call moderate to more severe illness, that's something to certainly think about and discuss with your physician. You may be better off waiting until that sickness clears for you to get that COVID vaccine.
This comes into an area of common sense. I think logically you should wait until you're better.
With your Verify, I'm Evan Kosloff.
Good information there for sure. Now we want to show you something that we're trying to show you each and every day. This map represents the percentage of Americans who have already been vaccinated so far by each state. So this data is as of yesterday. It's what each state has so far reported to the CDC. So take a look. Right now, Washington has vaccinated 7 to 9% of the state population. That's according to, again, the CDC as of yesterday. Idaho right now sitting in the less than 7% range. The CDC says so far more than 27 million people in the U.S. have received their first dose of the vaccine. More than 6.5 million have received both shots.